Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us today is getting rid of the really forceful, invasive, pushy, rigid energies of someone who shoved their opinions down our throat. And basically for the past 3 days I have been clearing my third eye from these energies that did find a way in, even though I did stand my ground quite strongly in the situation. But I was then guided that I still have to get better with my boundaries regardless, and I'll explain in a second. But look at this, speaking of signs, right? Does that tell us what we need to do or what? So this is behind the train tracks, and sometimes people dump stuff there, and this sign was on the ground. I just propped it up a little bit so that you can see it better. But yeah, so basically what I realized and what I was guided to is that even though we may stand strong within our opinion when someone is coming at us with really forceful energies, trying to plow right over us, basically steamrolling over us again. And when I explain the situation to you a little bit. So first of all, this person overheard one word that was kind of a trigger for her. And that was a part of a conversation between me and someone else. She was not a part of our conversation, and she just barged into our conversation and completely took over. So that word became, excuse my language, excuse my throat. So yeah, again, taking away our voice, trying to snuff out our voice, right? That's exactly those kind of energies. So she completely took over and took center stage of our conversation that she just hijacked. And then she had some very, very strong, rigid opinions about various different things, like mainly spirituality and finances, like money. And even though I stood my ground and I told her in very clear and no uncertain terms that I did not agree with her, but at the same time there was a part of me that felt I had to explain my side to her and justify where I was coming from, which is the one thing that I was guided to still allowed those energies in. And secondly, even having allowed my conversation to be completely hijacked by her was another aspect that still allowed her energies, her invasive energies, to enter my energy field, right? And to invade my third eye. It wasn't completely intolerable, but it was bad enough that I had a headache for 3 days, right? So, and each day I did all the stuff that I needed to do to clear it, to get rid of it, but it was very persistent, which is also how her energies were, right? So I wanted to share this experience with you because I know that a lot of you are dealing with the same kind of energies, because they're quite predominant in our culture, in our society on this planet. And sorry, not culture, in society, in the mainstream matrix, let's put it that way. And everyone is affected by that to some extent, unless they've been able to fully free themselves from it, which is rare, right? But many of us are on that path, right? So anyhow, so basically the healing from the need to explain ourselves and justify ourselves is also a part of this. So what I did is I mixed black and yellow in this bottle, although the yellow kind of sunk down now, but you can still see a little bit on the side here. So the black just for those really dark energies, and the yellow for those toxic energies, right? So I feel it's both, and it does come from a very hurt and unhealed place. I actually liked the girl, which is why I stayed in the conversation long enough. But like, she was actually, yeah, she seemed like a really sweet person, but she was so very unhealed and so very forceful in her opinions, right? That when breaking this bottle, all the darkness, all the toxicity of that forceful, energetic invasion shall be released from us and from those people that projected all of their stuff onto us and tried to impose their opinions onto us and shove it down our throats. Literally, yeah, exactly, shutting us up, excuse my language, with that, like basically silencing us, taking away our voice. Oh, and in the conversation, she also kept talking over me and basically tried to not let me talk. I don't know how conscious that was for her. I think she just felt so passionate about what she believed that no other opinion counted for her, right? But yeah, I had to interrupt her a few times and say, let me finish, and then actually try to get my point across to her. Anyway, so I feel like these energies really need to be released. The last few days, I felt I needed to break something, but I didn't have anything ready, so now I do. And, well, we'll get right to it. So let me call in our divine team. If anybody wants to quickly smudge, you can pause the video and then come back to it. I didn't bring anything for smudging. I don't usually when I'm on the road, so yeah, let me just switch hands and call in our divine team, and then we're going to get started right away. Okay, dear divine higher power of the universe, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all four directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all four elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, beings, and beings of the universe that are of the light, please join the ceremony of protection and healing and help us with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Please help us fully shift into the energy of true unconditional love and compassion for all those dark, unhealed ones that project their trauma and dysfunction onto us and sometimes quite forcefully try to shove it down our throat. Help us see beyond that. Help us see the true beautiful soul that is behind all that hurt and trauma. Oh, I can feel that now. Oof. Oh, that's painful. There's a lot of pain there. Help us see beyond what is going on the surface that is words and actions directed at us. Help us see the deep pain therein. Help us see the soul behind all of that. And help us release all that toxicity, all that forceful energy that was directed at us, that we have absorbed in our energy field, in our physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, and energetic bodies, in our third eye, in our karmic body possibly. And well, actually yes, because we're vulnerable to it because karmically we haven't fully completed the lesson yet. Thank you. And help those people also release all that hurt, pain, and suffering. And help all of us heal from the trauma that kept those energies in our lives, and let them be transmuted into divine essence and returned to divinity, to the universe for reintegration, and let us now be free from them. Whoa. Transmute all these toxic, forceful energies of hurt, pain, and suffering that come from trauma. Transmute them into pure divine essence and return them to the divine, to the universe for reintegration. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. Whoa, okay, so the yellow streaks I feel are the tears, the pain, and just everything is spattered, kind of like the life is in chaos and not in control, like it's out of control, it's chaos, it's yeah, it's like the dark entities are around there. I feel like up at the top there, they're like swirling around, above and around. Let all those dark entities also be returned to the source where they originally came from, and be healed and transmuted and reintegrated into divine essence. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Whew. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I can feel something is happening in the third eye now. Like there's some cleansing and clearing happening in there. It's like, it feels like scrubbing. Yeah, we're being scrubbed clean energetically. That's actually funny. Okay, thank you. Woo. All right, let us give a massive amount of love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings to our divine team. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh. And what I see down here is actually the pattern that is often depicted in ancient Greek, I think, drawings and on pottery. So there's something that goes back to ancient Greece. And oh yeah, and it's right next to a garbage bag. So like the emotional garbage, the trauma, right? Wow. Whew. Okay. So again, thank you to our divine team. Thank you so much for this healing and protection, and for the release of all those dark, toxic, forceful energies. Oh. You may want to rest a little after this, if you can. If not, then maybe in the next day or two you can find some time or make time to rest properly. Okay, let the ceremony now be finished. Oh, and sorry, down here is also some spatter from that darkness, although it didn't go all the way down to where it says protect your boundaries, so that's a good sign. Okay, let the ceremony now be finished. Please accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected by a massive 12D shield of golden light with a divine seal of protection. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of the ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey, and for supporting me and my work and this channel. And please, if you want to support the channel, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to support it further, there's the PayPal link down below. Also, if you would like to sign up on the Facebook page, where in about a month or two, like hopefully by the end of the summer, I will get monthly support circles started, where we help each other see a positive, or get a positive perspective on situations where we may feel stuck. And yeah, all of that is slowly in the works, so bear with me, please. Thank you so much also for your patience, understanding, and support in the meantime, since I'm also still going through my own healing, right? I want to be in a really good place for you as well as myself. And I'm sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. May truth and integrity always be with you. Bye.